Hello everyone, LD3 back with you for another video. Today we are back in the Golf Club 2 here, and we are playing Colonial Country Club because of the Fort Worth Invitational this week. This event has had a lot of names. Like, it's had the Colonial, it's mostly, from in my lifetime, mostly been called just the Colonial. So, that's kind of where I'm going from with this, but they've changed it to the Fort Worth Invitational. I'm sorry if I had to look down at my phone for a second. I'm just grabbing the leaderboard for this week's tournament, just so we can get a little bit of an update and just help out with the little bit of the recap from last week. That was a terrible shot. That was an absolutely terrible shot. Also, while I'm here, I apologize if the audio is a little weird. My washing machine is going off literally like 15 feet away. So if that is heard at all, I apologize. I just wanted to get this done. Is it going to carry? No, it's not even going to carry. I thought it was going to at least carry the bunker. I didn't really think it might have gotten to the hole. But I was hoping or expecting at least for it to carry. And can this roll out a little bit? Roll, roll, roll. It didn't roll out, and now we're going to have ourselves a par putt on a par 5 for the first hole. Not what we wanted to do, and of course we lip out. Of course we lip out. Let me see if I can figure this out here. My camera's been a little wacky. Is that good? Right. Okay, it's a little tilted. I apologize for that as well. A little last-minute video here, but that is a bogey to start out. Not great. Now let's talk about last week's event. We had ourselves the AT&T Byron Nelson, the 50th year of the Byron Nelson. So pretty interesting stuff there. They went to a new course, Trinity Forest, which you guys saw in the last video. A brand new course. Usually they play, I believe, at TPC Four Seasons. I'm pretty sure that's where they usually play. They have a couple cool holes there. But this time it's at Trinity Forest. They basically played it as a link-style course, but as a PGA Tour event. A couple interesting things to come out of this one. Can this spin back, please? Spin back a little bit. No, it's just going to stay there. Man, a little disappointing, but a pretty flat putt. So if this goes in for birdie, I will be very, very happy. There we go. Good start there. So first, looking at the winner, we have Aaron Wise, a 21-year-old. I believe this is his rookie year on tour. He's had a couple of pretty decent finishes. I remember hearing his name in like second or third in a past video, so I kind of know him a little bit. He's very good, very high potential. Honestly, could be talked about in the minds. Maybe not like Spieth or Thomas, but just like a tier below that. I'm not sure why I keep doing that. That's so weird. But like, he is going to be a really good player. He's had a lot of potential. A lot of people have been saying really good things about him, and his first tour win was this week at Trinity Forest. He won at 23 under par. So a very low-scoring event. We'll get to the cut in a second, because I am very interested about the cut number this week. That's got to sit down. That's gotta sit down. Dang it, man. Definitely not on the top of my game so far today. Hopefully we can make this par putt. That would be nice. Oh, it lips out again. It lips out again this much. This much from being a great par save, but nope. Just a bogey there. Second place, we had Mark Leishman at 20 under par. I believe he shot a 61 in the first round. Either a 61 or a 62 in the first round of the tournament. So he absolutely dominated the first round. I think he was co-leading after the second round, co-leading after the third round, and just fell off a little bit at the end. That's going to be an okay shot if that just sits down and sit. I think it's just going to roll off the back, but that's okay for a 260-yard par 3. Not the worst that can happen. Let's see if we can get close with this putt. That would be greatly appreciated. Sit down. Sit. No, my putting touch is back to the original days of this channel where it goes 50 feet by the hole. I am going to have a tough par putt here. This should be makeable, though. Okay, that one actually lips in and not lifts out. And we just parred a 260-yard par 3. How about that? We bogey a par 5, but then we somehow par a 260-yard par 3. Sometimes this doesn't make any sense. But yeah, the scoring was really low. The top 2 players were at 20 under par. We had a bunch of people at 19 under par, including Brandon Grace, JJ Spawn, some dude named Mitchell. I apologize for the PGA Tour player last name Mitchell. I actually have not heard of you. Ryan Blom at 16 under, Kevin Na at 16 under, Jimmy Walker at 16 under, a Texas guy, Adam Scott 15 under, another Australian. The Aussies did really well in this tournament because a lot of courses in Australia have those links-like conditions. I really did like it. Like, when you think of links, you usually think more coastal. Like, when you think St. Andrews, it's right on the coast. A lot of the Scottish and English courses for the British Open are all on the coast. So when you think, like, links, you probably think more towards that. Nice chip. Okay, that was a lot better judged than the last few chips we've had. But this was not on the coast, I believe. It was in Texas, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't on the coast at all. There wasn't really a lot of water, not a lot of places to lose the ball. So it was really, really cool in that respect. But there wasn't a, like, again, not really the best linksy, or not gonna say, like, not the best links can, I'm not really sure how to say it. Like, I think the area where Trinity Forest does not equate to, like, the best links conditions, but they had, like, a grass. I think it has something to do with, like, 007 or something like that. That made it play pretty much like a links course, so it looked really, really cool to watch. It was a lot of fun to just watch it and see how the balls reacted and stuff like that. That was a terrible shot. Right on line distance-wise, but not in terms of location. Accuracy was a major downer on that shot. Let's just get it on the green. That one was not judged well either. That one was also judged very poorly. These greens in this and on this golf course, very firm and don't really check that much, but that's going to be a straight in par. So 16 feet per par, I will definitely take that back to the good old days. We are at 1 over still, so not the best right now, but hopefully we can improve in these next few holes. This course is really narrow, I'm also going to add. I think this is less narrow, or no, this is more narrow than the actual course. The Colonial is a narrow course in general, but I don't think the fairways are actually like this narrow. These are basically like trying to land on a highway, and or not even, what am I saying right now? Land on like a very thin like runway sort of thing, and not necessary, like, it's not St. Andrews, but it's also not, like, I honestly don't know what I'm trying to say right now. I'm basically trying to say these fairways aren't as narrow as they are in the actual golf course, and that's going to be a really nice shot. That's going to roll out, and we are going to have a nice opportunity for birdie there. That's probably our best shot of the day. We're going to call that the best shot of the day so far, and it's going to be a flat putt for birdie. Boom, okay. Let's recoup. Let's recover from all the nonsense that has been coming out of my mouth the last 2 holes. And let's move on here. Let's talk about the cut, because that is what really intrigued me. If we actually go down to the end of the cut, I know the cut was 4 under par, so we do want to establish that. The cut for this tournament was 4 under par. Like, you had to shoot a round, I think because this was a par 71, you had to shoot a round in the 60s to guarantee to even have a chance to make the cut. You possibly even had to make 2 rounds in the 60s to make the cut. Sit. That was a very poor bunker shot. But, you basically had to shoot 2 under a day, so that's averaging a 69, and that ball is not even close to going in the hole. That is gone. My distance control is gone, guys. My distance control is gone. That is all the way down there. Oh, boy. But, yeah, 4 under par for a cut. Typically, for tour events, you see it in the, like, even par to 1 over to 1 under range. That's usually right around where it is. But this was 4 under par. And especially for a first-time host of a tour event, I don't think a lot of players have played this course a lot. So seeing the fact that it was 4 under par as the cut line right away, I'm not going to call it and say that the course was too easy for the players. I think they were trying to yield low scores in general. Like, I think that was the goal of this tournament, was to yield low scores. So seeing it at 4 under par is not the worst thing. I actually think it's a lot more exciting. That was a terrible drive. That's why I was shaking my head there. But, like, seeing it at... Oh, boy, that's... Why? Why are you doing this to me, game? That's not right. I don't like that. We're going to chip out. Yeah, we're actually going to play it safe and chip out here. And we're not even going to get it back to the fairway, are we? We're just going to keep it in the rough. Oh, well. We're going to have a shot in the rough over the green for our third shot. Fantastic. Should be good. Get up. Get up. Oh, be good. Sit. I tell it to get up so it goes over the water, and then it lands 15 yards past the hole. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I honestly don't know what I'm doing right now. All I know is that I have a 45-footer for par. And we're going to have to make this for par and then hope to... Okay, so... I'm going to say that wasn't the worst putt we had today. You guys know that wasn't the worst putt we had today. Still a terrible putt, though. At least make this for bogey, please. We do, and we are 3 over par through the first 9. Not great, but yeah. Finishing off my point about the cut. It was really fun to watch how low the cut got, because I believe there were over 100 players under par at the end of round 1. So I'm thinking if it's a similar trend, this cut's going to be like 2 or 3 under par. And it turned out to be 4 under par. So it was absolutely insane. It was cool to see players go low. A lot of birdie opportunities. You had the 8th hole, which was like 100 yards or just over 100 yards. And there wasn't really a lot of trouble around it. So a lot of players were just flying it right at that pin and making a lot of good holes there. You have a couple other holes, the par 5s that were very, very reachable, especially with the conditions being so linksy. You could just roll it for days and you could have shorter shots into the green, stuff like that. Just a lot of fun overall for the event. Where did Jordan Spieth finish? I forgot where he finished. He finished tied for 21st at 11 under par. Again, 11 under par seems like a really low number. It would win some PGA Tour events, but get in. Okay, there's a good par putt there, but at this event, that gets you tied for 21st. Double digits under par gets you tied for 21st. That's how low these players were going. It's just absolutely insane. All right, so going back, let's just talk about this event for a second. Colonial, a really good golf course, a really historic golf course on the tour. Just this event in general hasn't really been able to get a good sponsor. Like, if I remember correctly, a few years ago, Crown Plaza was the title sponsor on this event. That was a terrible shot. That was absolutely horrific. I have no idea what I was doing there. But, yeah, Crown Plaza was the title sponsor. Then it was just called the Colonial for a few years. And now it's the Fort Worth Invitational. It doesn't even have a title sponsor. It's just wherever... where the course is, the Fort Worth Invitational. So it's been really tough for them to try to find a good sponsor for this event. With the new tour schedule coming around, I'm not even sure if this event is even on the schedule. It should. It's a really good event, and a lot of players come to this event. Oh, that's going to be a very good shot. Hitting it in the rough first and then skipping it on the green. How about that? How about that for me actually thinking on the fly there and trying to do that? Because that was absolutely on purpose. I was trying to land it in the rough and just have it roll out. Seeing as much as it rolled out all the way through, like in the past few holes, all the times I've been chipping. But yeah, I really like this event. There's a lot of good moments from this event. Phil Mickelson, when he won here in the early 2010s, I'm pretty sure, hitting it over the trees through the gap and onto the green to like 3 feet. One of the best Phil Mickelson moments of all time. Definitely not as good as his 2010 Masters shot from the Pine Straw, but, like, it's a really good historic shot in the eyes of Phil Mickelson and just his career and his playing style. That was one of the best shots he's ever hit on tour. Kick left, no, it kicked right into a bunker. And I short-sided myself, so this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. Sit there and sit. No, it actually rolled out. It actually rolled out. Usually in the bunker shots they chip, but these greens, man, these greens are just absolutely insane. We do make the comebacker for par, but man, not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. 3 pars to start out the back, so definitely better than before, but hopefully we can do better here and we can actually go on, make a couple birdies, and get back to even par, because my goals for these episodes, as you guys know, even par. That's how I feel like I should be playing, but right now it's just not doing great. That was a solid shot, though. That was a solid shot, but yeah, a lot of big names. Jordan Spieth is one here. Phil Mickelson, as I said, is one here. What just happened? I think I just whiffed. I think I just whiffed. I honestly don't know what happened. Literally, all I did was, like, I think I put my thumb here just randomly and just plucked it forward, and they counted that as a shot. I was thinking, oh, this is going to be a okay chance for birdie, but now I have a tough putt for par. Are we going to make that? No! We just missed a really good chance at a birdie just because I moved my hand the wrong way. That is insane. I did not mean to do that, and now we just got another bogey. And now we're at 4 over par through 13, and there's 0 chance, basically, for me to come back. There's no par 5s the rest of the round, so I'm not going to get birdie opportunities. Even though I didn't actually birdie a single par 5 in this episode. A little disappointed with that. I am very upset with myself for not being able to do that. And once again, these narrow fairways are going to cost me. It's going to go into the rough. And that's honestly, I think, been the biggest downfall in this round, is the fact that I have just missed basically every fairway. I'm not even sure how many fairways I've hit, but it's definitely under 50%, I can say that. Definitely under 50%. And I think that's the reason why I've been doing so bad, because I've been having to hit out of the rough a lot, and it's just not going great. Can this get to the hole? Now it decides to check up. Now it decides to check up. Are you kidding me? The one chip I need to roll out, and I play to roll out, it actually checks up on me. I don't get it. I don't get it. Doesn't even make any sense. Whatever. Let's just try to finish this round off. That's really all I had to say. Really, the next big event coming up would be the U.S. Open, which I believe is in 3 weeks from this episode. Either 2 or 3 weeks. Let's check the schedule one more time. That's the wrong thing. No, let's see. So we have the Memorial, then the St. Jude Classic, then the U.S. Open. So how about that? I actually knew. So 3 weeks from this episode is going to be the U.S. Open preview. The Memorial is a pretty good tournament too. I believe that's Tiger's last tune-up event before the U.S. Open. So that's gonna be a really big event. So next week's gonna be a big event. The St. Jude Classic, a lot of people like to play as a quick warm-up in, I believe, Tennessee. Tennessee or Kentucky. I think it's Tennessee. I'm almost positive it's Tennessee, but we're going to go with that. We're going to go with Tennessee, and I literally just chipped it into a bunker. I think it did pop out, but I literally just chipped it into a bunker. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Zero clue what I'm doing. Now it rolls out! And now it rolls out. I apologize to my microphone, but inconsistent. Inconsistent game. Inconsistent. But yeah, a lot of big stuff happening. Shinnecock Hills, probably one of the best courses in the United States, which is why the U.S. Open is being held there. Definitely one of the prettiest. It's a crazy awesome course. It's in the New York area. I've seen a lot of photos of it. It looks awesome. Can't wait to watch the U.S. Open. Can't wait. And that's not even going to carry, is it?
No good.
I know there was wind in the face, but I thought I would have been able to carry that a lot better than I did. You know what? We're going to go same club, but aim out to the left. Because if I try to hit this with my 3-wood, it's going to be going 50 yards over the green. So We're just going to aim out to the left, get it in the fairway, or just hit it in the rough again. Probably one of the worst rounds I have played in a long time in this game, and that's going to go 15 feet by the hole, is it? No, it actually rolls just past the hole. How about that? I actually played the roll-up, like, pretty well. Don't understand it, but the bad news is it's a double bogey, so it doesn't even matter anyway. Man, not great, but yeah. Get ready for a lot of good previews, a lot of excitement. Players playing this week, Jordan Spieth. I think Phil Mickelson's playing. We got a decent crowd this week, so this event, the Memorial, and then the U.S. Open, all great events. Hopefully you guys can go and watch those. Let's just finish this off. There's really not much else I would like to say or really need to say at this point. Let's put a little loft on that, and then we'll see if we can get that close. I've been drawing it a lot, too. My hand has been, like, kicking it out to the right a little bit. That's kind of an issue I need to handle in this game. I honestly don't think it would be that big of an issue if the fairways weren't 10 feet wide. And of course I'm going to chip one in, aren't I? Yes. Once I stop trying, I'm going to get a birdie off of a chip in. This game doesn't make sense sometimes. This game doesn't make sense. Maybe I just got to let loose and have fun and not even try anymore. Maybe that's what I got to do. I got to have the episode I don't try anymore and then I shoot like 10 under par. That's probably what I'm going to need to do. But yeah, these fairways are literally 10 feet wide. So it's really hard to hit them in the fairways. That's probably one of the main reasons why I'm doing so bad, as I've mentioned before. But yeah, definitely not a great round by me. And that's literally getting pulled out to the right. That was a terrible shot. This one's actually going to stay in the fairway, though. I actually hook it, and then it stays in the fairway. And that's the only reason is because the fairway opens up near the green. How about that? Let's get the sand wedge. We're going to go full chip on the sand wedge. Kick it, roll it onto the green, and just have it roll out next to the hole. How about that? I actually pick it up right that time, too. How about that? Crazy, and then there's a nice par to finish off the round. What did we finish up with? 5 or 6 over? 6 over 76. Definitely not great. Definitely should have been better. But you know what? That's going to do it here for me. Hopefully you guys enjoy the Fort Worth Invitational this week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Enjoy the golf course. It's a fantastic golf course, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. But for right now, that is going to do it here for me. So if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and drop it with a like. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you guys with a new video real soon. Bye.